Okay, guys, I'm going to be doing a review of Harry Potter and and the Half-Blooded Prince. Once again, this is going to be my review of Harry Potter and the Half-Blooded Prince. So, I liked a lot of this film. I think I liked the kind of like the aspect of Harry spying on the potion wizard. Because of his kind of interactions with Tom Riddle, who ultimately goes into becoming Lord Voldemort. So I think it was cool, kind of very tying the saga, as in setting up. I think this film does set up the Deathly Hallow films, really nicely, and so I'm excited to hit that up next. But I think the interesting thing about this film is I did watch a lot of this film, and I kind of stopped watching this because I would go away, and I would maybe do start watching some other films and stuff. So I kind of stopped watching this film. So there's a little bit that I'm a little shaky on, but I think the Quidditch match in this film was great. Wait, what happened? I'm gonna recheck what kind of happened in that kind of Quidditch match. Hold on a second, cause it's the one with the goalie, and they're with the goalie. But yeah, I was right with the Quidditch match. And I think I also like establishing kind of that love triangle of sorts, of kind of Ron, Hermione, and that other girl Ron that likes Ron. I think that was kind of a cool kind of development. I think so I think the character development was great, including the relationship with Jenny and Harry. So there's a great tad bit in there. I think kind of revealing Snape as kind of the villain. You kind of figure they kind of revealed that early on in the film, but it was nice to see kind of following up on that, and kind of Draco Malfoy really turning into the villain that I had suspected he would be from the very beginning. So I think there was a lot of stuff to love about this film. I think I kind of liked how they handled Dumbledore's death. I think it was interesting because he wasn't expecting it, and especially because it came from Snape, who he had trusted, and as a matter of fact, told Harry to tell the news about the locket or whatever. But I will say, towards the end, the last probably 20 minutes, the film was very much eh. After, not eh, as in I didn't really like it, but after Dumbledore's death, it was just weird, because all of a sudden, okay, cuts to a scene of the Dark Lord wizards and Snape, and burning down one of the houses, and destroying parts of Hogwarts, and then Harry Potter comes running down. Snape and the witch defeat Harry. Harry goes back to the castle. Then they do a mini funeral for Dumbledore, and then cuts to Hermione, Ron, and Harry, and the film ends. And it's just such a weird film, because it's literally they end with Dumbledore's death, then they end with the wizards burning up a building, and then all of a sudden Harry gets knocked out. Film ends. It's just a weird ending. I don't know. Where it's maybe just the editing of it, it just felt like there was a whole sequence cut out of the film, because Harry runs down the down the grass, gets knocked out, cuts to Harry crying over Dumbledore. It's just a weird film where it's the other films kind of felt in some ways almost standalone. And I get the essence of the Deathly Hallows being cut into two parts, but this film, Half-Blooded Prince, it's it felt like they were trying to have this happy ending, but it wasn't a happy ending. They lost. Dumbledore's dead, and I don't know if he's coming back. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past them to bring Dumbledore back, but I'm not sure. I know they have a younger Dumbledore in the Fantastic Beasts film, but I'm not up to that yet. So yeah, I think this film, where does it rank? Well, it's my favorite is Goblet of Fire, then is Prisoner of Azkaban, then is Order of the Phoenix, then is this film, then is whatever this film is called, Half-Blooded Prince, then is Chamber of Secrets, or not then is Sorcerer's Stone, last Chamber of Secrets. So it does rank right in the middle. Where there's a lot I do enjoy, but there's also, stuff that I don't. Where I feel like there's a lot of schlock in this film. It's just weird. Where it's like they introduced this character, this kind of not. I don't think he was a dark arts professor. I think he was more of what's it called, potions wizard. And I think it was interesting, like the mystery of the half-blooded prince. But it was weird where they cut from that to just, oh yeah, let's do this whole subplot about this professor. Like I feel like the half-blooded prince has no real effect on the film itself. I feel like there's too much going on in this film. You got Ron's relationship with that girl, and the love triangle with Hermione, the girl, and Ron. You got the stuff with Malfoy turning evil. You got the stuff with Snape turning out to be the half-blooded prince. You got the stuff with Tom Riddle, talking Tom Riddle's meetings with the potions teacher. You got the stuff with finding the stuff about the different rings and the hatchets that lead to Tom Riddle and Voldemort. And then it just made for a film where it's like all of that stuff kind of in some ways get rushed. Where it's like, okay, the professor leaves. It was weird. Like, it was just a weird film. I feel like it's like an odd film where I enjoyed it. It just an odd choice to go around. Where it's like they kind of concluded the kind of love triangle thing towards the middle. So that was fine. That part was fun. But the stuff with like the half-blooded prince, what the film's called, really I felt like had no genuine effect on the film. Where you used my potions? That really was not what the plot was about. The plot was about, trying to investigate this professor. Meanwhile, Snape is trying to, kind of in some ways seduce Draco and lock the witches to hopefully ultimately get the hatchet, ultimately to bring Lord Voldemort back. And Harry and Dumbledore unknowingly are trying to stop them. So they're kind of all investigating all for their own reasons. And it's fine to do development with like that love triangle with Harry and Ginny, and all that was good. And I think the stuff at the Weasley household was pretty cool with like the witches and stuff, trying to stop them, and that was all good. It was good stuff, but I don't know. There's something about it that was like, I feel like it was like all of it was overstuffed, because I think their mentality was one film per book until you get to the Deathly Hallows. But I feel like this film, and maybe it's just me, but I feel like this story might have been better if you had cut it into 2 parts. And I know that they don't always have the time and the luxury to do that, but I'm just saying, it felt a little bit rushed with all the plot lines. But the final product was still heavenly entertaining, and I do like the mystery of like the film of kind of unraveling Tom Riddle and his kind of experience at Hogwarts, and the teacher he was most close with. I do enjoy the kind of relationship with Hermione and Harry and Ron and Ginny and the Wesleys. So I like the character development. I think Snape's turn, Draco's turn, and ultimately the death of Dumbledore does hit you, because you understand, you know about these characters. Where it's like Draco, he's kind of like a bully type character, but I never saw him as a villainous character. So when you figure out that his father is a villain, you're like, oh yeah, I could see him ultimately turning as well. But I think it does lead to the Deathly Hallows film with so much intrigue, because they ultimately lose at this film, and so I'll be interested and excited to see like Hogwarts is at such a low state with after Dumbledore, who's been the mentor character to Harry and pretty much the whole school. Where does that go from here? What happens to school, knowing that all this bad stuff has indeed kind of happened to this school? So yeah, about it. That's about all I have to say. I really like it. Again, like it felt like a lot of some of the stuff did end up coming out rushed. So yeah, stay tuned for videos coming at you.